Hi, this is Neil Kroll, the Associate Pastor here at Rosa Community Church, and I am so glad to give you this important announcement, is that starting May 31st, our church will open back up for one service at 10 a.m. We are just opening up church now just for worship. We're not gathering together in any meetings, but we want to see how this goes first, and then we will talk about opening the church up fully in a later date. Because we are opening the church back up on May 31st, Pentecost Sunday, where the church started, and how wonderful it is to gather together again as believers on Pentecost Sunday. But because we're coming back, we do need to give to you some guidelines that Rosa Church has come up with, and this is what's going to happen in worship for the foreseeable future. The first thing is we would like to ask you to sign up. There will be a sign up you'll be getting from the e-bulletin that will have a link on it, and then you will click on that link and you'll tell us how many people are coming every week. That way we have a number or we have an idea of how many people will come to worship with us on any given Sunday. Also, there'll be a button on the rosachurch.com website, and there's a sign up, or there's a button that's called sign up. You can click on that and sign up as well. Try to sign up by Saturday noon. That way we have a wonderful idea of how many people will be worshiping with us. Because as I'm about to talk about, we have to maintain physical distancing between parties, 6 feet. So that's how we're going to configure the sanctuary, and we'll have a good idea of how many people will be coming if you do sign up. If you don't sign up, we're going to have to ask you to wait until everyone who has signed up is seated. That way they will be guaranteed a spot in service. But don't worry, if the sanctuary is full and you're willing to wait, I will have another service for you if you want to wait. So don't worry about that. I'll be happy to do another service. Also, we ask you that if you could, not only sign up, but please arrive at church 15 minutes before service. So at 9:45, we will ask you to gather in the portico outside, once again maintaining 6 feet of physical distancing, and it'll be just like a wedding. Ushers will escort you to a pew. We will seat front to back. That way no one's crossing each other or going by each other and violating 6 feet of separation. We'd appreciate if you could do that. So just wait there, and usher will get you from the front door, take you to a seat. And we also ask you, once you're seated, to stay in that area. We would appreciate it. That way no one's going back and forth. I'll talk about restrooms in a little bit, but if you can, during worship, if you could please just stay seated in that area, we would appreciate it. Another thing we're going to ask you to do is, for right now, we're going to have to require masks during worship service. Masks have to be worn at all times. You can bring your own mask. A mask can be homemade, or we will provide a mask for you. So if you come to worship and you don't have a mask, don't worry about it. We will provide a mask for you, and we ask that you have it on at all times while you're inside the sanctuary. Also, when the service is over, we're going to have one-way traffic. Is that when you come in and you will be seated, you'll have your mask on, and then when the service is over, we're going to ask that you exit out the exit doors opposite of the way you came in. So the left side of the sanctuary will exit the left side of the exit doors, or the left exit door, and the right side of the sanctuary will exit out of the right exit door. We will ask that the front row begin first, and with the front row, or the first row I should say, has exited the building. Then we'll start with the next row, and so on until we get to the back. So please remember that as you're exiting the building. We'll just do it one row at a time. Also, we'll have the offering plate right in front of the exit doors. That we will not pass around plates or anything like that during the service, or have an offertory or anything like that. We will just set the plates beside the exit doors, and when you go by, as you're exiting worship, you can just take your offering and drop it in the plate. We will have our restrooms open as well, but please be ever so careful. That we know that during this pandemic, restrooms is the one place that has spread the germ. We will have them open for you, but we also will be posting signs, and we will tell you now that we will not be cleaning the restrooms in between uses. So if you use the restrooms, you will be using them at your own risk. And once again, even though we are opening up the sanctuary for worship on May 31st, we encourage you that if you do not feel safe to come, that if you are not feeling well, or if you feel that your health is being compromised by coming to worship, please, please, please stay home. We don't want to endanger anyone here, but we also want to open up our doors to those who feel that it's the right time to worship. So if you feel that your health is being compromised, you don't feel well, or you're just uncomfortable coming, stay home. We will still broadcast our 10 a.m. worship service live. So you can tune in on Facebook or YouTube and watch the live streaming. So we will still offer that for many, many, many years to come. Once again, thank you so much for being patient with us. I'd like to thank you for all the support that I personally have received during this time. You guys are awesome. I can't wait to gather together with you on Pentecost Sunday as we welcome back everyone as we worship together and celebrate the beginning of the church. God bless you and thank you. Have a wonderful day.